Well, good evening, everybody. It's Monday after Christmas, Monday before New Year's, and we're going to go ahead and proceed with our net here in just a few minutes. And we got a couple of minutes left before 7 o'clock local. And it's a little cool today. It's been 70 and 80 degrees, but it's in the 40s now. A little cool, especially with the wind. Get something to drink, pull up a chair, and we'll get going here shortly. Got my coffee. Not sure who all is going to be with us tonight. Some folks had to go back to work today. I was still off, but back to the grind tomorrow for a couple of days and then off for New Year's. Should be coming up on 7 o'clock here shortly. Should hear the top of the hour identification of the radio here in just a minute.
The time is 7 p.m. K5VZC.
All righty. I guess we'll get started. Good evening, everybody. This is K5 KJZ, and it's now time for the Canton Area Radio Emergency Services Monday Nite Net. My name here is Randy, and I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm located about 4 miles south of Canton off of 198. CARES is the Canton Area Radio Emergency Services Radio Club. This net is held on Monday evenings at 1900 hours local time on the K5VZC repeater system at 147.200. And let's see, 444-975, which is over in Primrose, as well as 442-875 over in Kaufman. And everybody's welcome to join in and participate. The CARES Radio Club meets monthly on the third Wednesday of every month, with the exception of December, at the Van Zandt County Library off of FM 859. And that meeting is held at 1830 local time. The purpose of this net is to build amateur radio use throughout Van Zandt County, to provide a venue for operators to become comfortable and proficient speaking over the airways, so that in an emergency, we can help receive and transmit emergency messages. With that, we'll go ahead and take a short pause and see if there's any emergency traffic at this time. Any emergency traffic. This is K5 KJZ. Well, that's always a good sign. With that, we'll go ahead and start taking our check-ins. If you would, give me your call signs slowly and phonetically so I can get you into the roster for this evening. This is K5 KJZ taking check-ins. Where is everybody? Everybody desert me this week. Hello, Nettie D. You're here.
Kilo Juliet 5 Hotel Charlie Golf. I'll be a short timer unless this static clears up. Something must be wrong with my radio.
Kilo Juliet 5 Hotel Tango Oscar.
Kilo Juliet 5 Foxtrot Kilo India 5 Bravo Delta India.
All right, we'll go ahead and take that brief pause and recognize KJ5HCG. I understand you might be short time, but you were coming in loud and clear, Charlie, so it might just be reception. We also have KJ5HTO, KJ5FLW, KI5BDI. Anybody else that'd like to join us for the Monday Night Cares Net? This is KD5KJZ. Wow. It's going to be a small crowd tonight. All right, well, we'll go ahead and do our official check-ins, and we'll check back and see if anybody else would like to join us here in just a minute. So we'll start at the top of the list. If you would give us your name, approximate location, and any announcements you may have for tonight's net. Charlie G, you want to start us off? KJ5HCG.
It's 10 miles south Canton, Texas, on Highway 19 on 858. And I don't think the static is on my end.
I'm not hearing it. Well, you're coming in good. I don't hear any static that would cause any problems. Well, we'll come back to you here shortly and see if you're still having a problem. We'll keep you in there. KJ5HTO, your check-in, please, sir.
All right, good evening, everyone. Name is Matt. Located a couple miles here east of Canton at I-20 and 1255, and I don't have any traffic for the net. Except, Randy, you do sound, you got a lot of static behind you, but everybody else seems clear. I don't know if anybody else is hearing the same thing I am.
All righty, well, that's some good information. We'll check it out here in just a minute. Next on our list, KJ5FLW. KJ5FLW, your check-in, please, sir. All right. Well, we'll come back to him in just a minute. How about Mr. KI5BDI? Your check-in, please, sir.
KI5BDI, this is Kevin, 5 miles north of I-20 off of Highway 19. No traffic except Charlie is clear for me, and you are very static, Randy. I can hear you, but there's a lot of background static.
Interesting. Very interesting. How about now? Is getting a clear this time, or is it still static? KD5, KJZ. Well, let's try this radio. Does this one sound any better? KD5, KJZ.
KJ5HCG sounds much better on this end.
Alrighty. That is this one. Alrighty. Thank you, Charlie. And I just swapped antennas and radios just real quick. All right. We'll go back to KJ5 FLW. Your check-in, please, sir. Oh, that was loud. All right, not hearing Nolan. Anybody else picking up Nolan, or did we possibly lose him?
This KJ5HCO. Yeah, I'm not hearing him either, Randy. I think we lost him. So, KJ5HCO, back to that.
All righty. Well, we'll proceed on. Maybe you can check in with us here shortly. All right. Anybody else would like to check in for tonight's Monday Night Cares Net? This is KD5KJZ. What would be causing my static? All right. Well, not hearing anybody else. We'll go ahead and proceed. We'll do our customary bad dad joke. Mr. Kevin, do you have something for us, sir?
KI5BDI. Alrighty. What do you call a cow with a twitch? What do you call a cow with a twitch? Anybody got an answer?
Cow with a twitch. Cow with a twitch. I got nothing. Cow with a twitch. Cow with a twitch. What would you call a cow with a twitch? I don't know.
Anybody know what you call a cow with a twitch?
KJ5HCG, we'll give it a try. How about a milkshake?
Milkshake.
Good answer. Not the one I'm looking for, but that's a good answer. Anybody else?
Cow with a twitch. Cow with a twitch. Nervous. I got nothing. Do you got anything? A cow with a twitch?
Alrighty. What do you call a cow with a twitch? Beef jerky.
Oh, dear. Well, maybe we need some beef jerky and a milkshake to go along with that. All right. Thank you, Mr. Kevin. Appreciate it, sir. All righty. Well, with this being the fifth Monday of the month, we're supposed to do Aries kind of information / trivia. So tonight is all related to emergency communications. So put your thinking cap on. All righty. We'll see if the easy one here can get us going. What does EOC stand for in emergency management? That would be Echo, Oscar, Charlie. What does that stand for?
J5HCG.
Go ahead, Charlie. Jump on in there.
Just again, I'm going to say end of communication.
Nope. No, sir. That's not what they're looking for. Somebody else want to take a shot at it. EOC. What would that be?
KJ5HTF.
What is it? Ken up 9. Go ahead, Matt.
I believe that's going to be the Emergency Operations Center.
Yep, that's what it is. That would be correct, sir. Very good. Moving right along. Why is redundancy important in emergency communications? Why is redundancy important in emergency communications?
KJ5HTF.
Go ahead, Matt. You got the answer for this one?
I do. I don't know if it's a textbook answer, but it's to provide more, what am I trying to think of? More consistent, more reliable communications in case one system fails.
That's a pretty good answer. Well, that would be correct, sir. The textbook answer that they're looking for, it ensures communication can continue if one system fails, or in the event that one radio becomes more staticky than the other, like just happened here just a second ago. Good answer, sir. All right, here's your next one. What does ICS stand for? India, Charlie, Sierra. What does that stand for? Uh-oh, did I lose everybody? Something happened on my end? K85KJZ, looking for the answer to what does ICS stand for? All right, Matt, go ahead, sir.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't remember what it was. I had to do the Mr. Google. So if somebody else has got an answer, they can come ahead. If not, I'll go ahead with my Google answer.
All righty, Google Matt, go ahead.
It would be the incident command system, is what Mr. Google tells me.
That would be correct. Incident command system, as FEMA would likes to look at it, and FCC does so as well. Yep, the incident command system. Check something here real quick. It is not crossing over. Alrighty, moving right along to the next one. Hopefully this is an easy one. What type of communication is often used when power and internet are down? Which type of communication is often used when power or internet are down? Anybody got an answer for me? It is not crossing over. All right, well, which type of communication is often used when power and internet are down is the amateur radio system, AM system, 85 KJZ. All right, here's your next one. What is a common advantage of radio communications over cell phones in a disaster? What is a common advantage of radio communications over cell phones in a disaster?
KJ5HCO.
Go ahead, Matt.
Well, radio advantage over cell phones, that we don't rely on towers that could be knocked out during a disaster, just depending on what that is.
Well, I would say that's a pretty close answer for what they're asking for. The correct, well, not the correct answer, but the answer they're looking for is radios can operate independently of commercial infrastructure. So if everybody's working simplex, and doing relay, you wouldn't need a tower of any kind at that point. All right, here's your next one. What skill is most important for emergency communicators? What skill is most important for emergency communicators? What is it? 9.
KJ5HTO.
It's the All Matt Show tonight. Oh, Matt, you're going to run the table for us. Go ahead, sir. Nobody's chiming
Man, I'm
in.
not trying to. Come on, guys. Y'all need to jump in there, too. I'm just going to take a wild guess here, and I'm just going to say, look, the most important skill is just learning how to talk on the radio and, to learn the emergency lingo in the process.
Well, in a roundabout way, that is the correct answer of what they're looking for. It's also in our preamble. It's to help people to become comfortable and proficient in speaking over the airways as well as listening. So it's most important to listen and be able to transmit and receive emergency messages. That's what we do. Now, we haven't really talked about this one a whole lot here lately, but what type of message format is often used to reduce confusion in emergencies? What type of message format is often used to reduce confusion in emergency situations? Why is that 2 or 9? I don't want it to be 9.
KF5BDI.
All righty, Mr. Kevin, jump on in there.
Is radiogram the answer they're looking for?
Well, that is, in fact, one of the ones they're looking for, but mostly, generically speaking, the standardized or formal message format. Radiogram being one of them, the ICS form. Where's that 9 coming from? All righty, well, we ran through all those pretty quickly. So with that, we'll go ahead and start our round of checkouts. And if anybody's got anything else they'd like to add, jump on in there and throw it out there for the group. But with that, we'll start off with Mr. KI5BDI. If you got anything else for us, let us know.
KI5BDI, good net, quick and to the point, no further traffic. Y'all have a good week. KI5BDI out.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin. Yeah, we'd like to wish everybody a happy and safe New Year. So everybody just stay home with the family and bring in the New Year at home or at somebody else's house. Anyway, next on the list, KJ5HTO.
Hey, great night as usual, Randy. Appreciate that. Like to learn a few things and brush up on everything. Good questions. Really enjoyed those. So anyhow, yep. Just want to reiterate the fact y'all have a safe and happy New Year. I think we're going to take your advice. We'll probably be sitting at the house. Don't know if we'll make it till midnight, but hey, we're going to try. So anyhow, all right, guys. We will. I'll be around on the radio. Hopefully, talk to you before then. So anyhow, it's KJ5HTO back to that.
All righty. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, the folks up at our church were going to have a little get together, play some games and whatnot. Said they might ring in the new year along about 9:30 since we're all a bunch of old people. Anyway, thank you, sir. Next on our list, KJ5HCG. Your checkout, please, sir.
Sir, KJ58CT, appreciate you running net every Monday night. Randy, doing a great job. Good questions tonight. I wish I had known some of the answers, but I was kind of a little off on my answers there. All you guys have a good week. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you have a safe trip wherever you go. And just remember to watch out for the other guy. KJ58CT, no other traffic. Back to net.
Yes, indeed. Yep, you got to look out for yourself and the other guy. They may not be watching for you. Thank you, Charlie G. Like I say, everybody have a safe and happy New Year, and hopefully we'll meet back here next Monday for some more fun. Y'all have a good one. We're going to return this repeater back to normal amateur use. Well, repeater system, I should say. Y'all have a good one. 7-3, 85, KJZ. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Closing her down.